Disclaimer alert, this video is for educational purposes only. Nothing in this video has been fact-checked. We just go by random patterns and go from there.
This is engineered human meat. That's right, a protein made from human cells that promises to be cheaper and tastier than any of its competitors. I'm Greg Wallace, and I'm off to visit Good Harvest, where a whopping 6 tons of human meat is engineered every day. That is stunning. With the promise of cheap meat for all, it may well be the meaty miracle we need to ease the squeeze of the cost of living.
Anyone for human meat? I'm Michelle Ackley, and while Greg comes face to face with the production line, I'll be conducting a taste test with some very picky palates.
It's really, tender.
For the first time, we're going to find out where it comes from, how it's made, whoa, and what it tastes like.
Very good to meet. I'm here to learn. Right, come this way and show you how it all works. I want to see everything. Oh, you will. Mick Ross oversees the production line and is in charge of over 60 full-time staff who engineer roughly 50,000 steaks every day. So come on then, Mick. How on earth do you grow human meat? I want to introduce you to our nutrient vat. Hello, nutrient vat, Greg Wallace, telepresenter, and your job is? Well, what its job is, it processes thin slices of tissue in a nutrient-rich mix, which you see here, and then cells start to grow. So over a 24-hour period, these will slowly fuse together into one great big, what we call a cake. So you're telling me that is human flesh? Exactly. But why human meat? Why not animal meat? That's a very good question. We've got centuries of knowledge of human medicine at our side. We know more about humans than we do about animals. So we've mastered engineering human cells to make these structured flavours and sinews that we expect from the flavours of steaks we eat. That's right.
Well, those Impossible Burgers, we showed a study the other day that was showing that it's toxic for rats. They fed rats the Impossible Burger and the rats are getting sick.
Apparently, a lot of these vegan meats we've all been scoffing down because they're plant-based from the plant range are actually highly synthetic processed foods.
If you want to make it taste like a real, delicious, juicy burger, you're gonna need a ton of chemicals, artificial ingredients, and some good old big food engineering. It grills like a burger. It bleeds like a burger. But how does it do that? Well, the chemical in real beef that makes it taste super delicious is called heme. Heme is a chemical found in cow's blood. So if you want your plant-based meat to taste like the real thing, you're gonna need to find a plant-based heme alternative. And started to experiment with genetically modified soy. And guess what? It actually worked. You literally created blood from soybeans.
Impossible Burger is a plant-based burger. The key ingredient, which a protein called soy leg hemoglobin.
But the thing about genetically modified soy is that it's sprayed with a ton of herbicides, specifically Monsanto's Roundup. And
a whistleblower has come forward to tell consumers about the ground beef a lot of us buy at the supermarket. Is it what we think it is?
Gerald Zernstein grinds his own hamburger these days. Why? Because this former USDA scientist, now whistleblower, knows that 70% of the ground beef we buy at the supermarket contains something he calls pink slime. Beef trimmings that were once used only in dog food and cooking oil, now sprayed with ammonia to make them safe to eat, and then added to most ground beef as a cheaper filler.
It's not fresh ground beef.
Zernstein and his fellow USDA scientist Carl Custer both warned against using what the industry calls lean, finely textured beef.